Hey, this is TUC Talk. Welcome to episode 12 of the TUC Talk podcast, the Astrology edition. I'll go by the name of the Delta Fashionista, manager editor here at True Culture Magazine, and I am a Libra. Here alongside me today, the man in the middle, my co-host on the Out of Bounds podcast, Mr. Donovan Wilkins, and he is a Pisces, unfortunately. Say hello to the people.
It's not unfortunately. We are the best sign. We have certain attributes of every single sign. So, I mean, call it what you want. But yes, I am a Pisces and proud of it.
Don't get me wrong, I love Pisces. Just that kind of like could be a little too stressful at times. Not you specifically.
I mean, okay.
You see,
because you guys are toxic.
If they can deal with Pisces, you have to specify. You have to, because they're water signs, so they can be very emotional.
Oh, we're definitely going to get into that because it's Say what you mean and what you say.
Exactly. And toward the top right, we have our guy, the ever controversial Mr. Kenny Santos, aka Gato Noah Magic, and he is a Sagittarius. Say hello to the people, Kenny.
Hello, people. Everything is on fire.
Everything is on fire. Okay. And on the bottom right, we have Miss Marie Giddyman. She is an Aquarius. How you doing today, Miss Marie?
Yeah, really good. Thank you.
You're welcome. And my co-host on the Gaming Chair podcast, the Gaming Chair on Twitch, my God, the man that gives great advice. Even though I don't always listen to him because I'm a stubborn Libra, Mr. Sean Henry, and he's a Cancer. Say hello to the people, Sean.
What's up, y'all?
Yes, sir. And last but certainly not least, she's making her debut on the TUC Talk podcast. One of the OGs here at True Culture, Miss Cecilia Suarez, and she is a Libra. She's part of the Libra gang. Say hello to the people.
Yeah.
Cecilia.
Hi, everybody. Gang.
gang, Libra gang. Let's go. All right, but before we get fully into astrology, because this episode is basically around like our signs, like are we basically defined by our zodiac signs, and also like what are our pet peeves as far as like deal with people of the opposite signs, like earth signs, fire signs, water signs. So we're gonna get into that later on. But one thing that we like to do before we get into anything here on the TUC Talk podcast, especially if you're new. By the way, you're new, please stay tuned to the very end. Hope you enjoy. Hit the like button if you do, the share button. Also subscribe to the channel to be a part of the TUC family. Hit the notification bell. That way you're notified anytime we post any future episodes of TUC Talk, Out of Bounds podcast, clips from the Gamer Chair, as well as our next up in our TUC Talk interview series. Now, with that said, as tradition, before we get into anything within TUC Talk, we like to do something that I like to call the mental check-in, which basically where we gauge, our mental health on like a scale of 1 to 10. It always fluctuates depending upon the week. But I'm very curious to get everybody's, thoughts as far as how they're feeling. Like today's the first official day of August as the time of this recording. So let's see basically how we finish the month of July, like how everybody is feeling. So on the scale of 1 to 10, everybody, one's, especially since you're new to this, right? So 1 means I want to die. 2 means my life is pointless. 3 means nothing matters. 4 means my life sucks right now. 5 is whatever. 6, I'm content. 7, I'm grateful. 8, I'm in a good place. 9, I'm excited about life. And 10, life couldn't be better. Now, since you're making your debut, I'm going to present this to you first. How you feeling this week on a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't know. Let me see. Probably content right now. My week is just starting, kind of getting all my errands out of the way. Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain right now. Everything's going smoothly. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, when everything's going smooth, you have a 6. So, let's say, for instance, right? Obviously, if you have your future editions, like, what does a 7, 8, 9, 10? What does that look like for you?
Honestly, probably hanging out with my friends, like, going out, not staying home, probably. Because for the most part, I'm a homebody, so I like to stay home. But, like, going out is, like, my friends being like, hey, what are you doing? Let's kick it. Like, let's go eat. Like, just good vibes, doing something out of the norm, like, out of my daily routine. So, I mean, I would consider that, better.
That's kind of crazy because being like us as Libra, like we're known to be like very like extroverted people. We like to like be out and about, but you're a homebody.
I am actually that changed recently because I used to be a party animal. Like I used to be out all the time. I used to always be out at bars, like with my friends, meeting up people, like meeting new people literally every weekend. Like, and then obviously the pandemic started, so we couldn't really do much. So I was kind of just like, what am I gonna do? Like, there's so much time. I don't want to be home, and obviously we couldn't do anything. So what I started doing, I started reading more. I started watching movies. I actually started getting more into anime recently. So I've been watching that. I just been watching like all these shows people recommend me. So yeah.
Okay, what anime have you been into?
Oh no, not this conversation.
Honestly, I've seen a lot. Right now, I just recently finished Attack on Titans, which was really good.
That's my shit.
Attack on Titan is
Yeah,
an
like
anime.
that thing blew me, and I was just like, why didn't I watch this way earlier? Like, why did it take me so long? I'm all caught up on One Piece, so thank God, because that thing is long as hell. Let me see. I've seen a lot. I've seen like One Man Punch. I've seen what is it? Go 13. That shit was crazy.
You don't watch My Hero Academia, do you?
Yes, I do. I honestly like that show.
Oh god. All right, because Kenny like, oh my god, not this conversation. Don't worry, Kenny. We're not gonna stick on anime.
We're already pushing it with astrology. I don't want this to be an anime one.
We're not gonna stick to this one, but I just have to know: do you watch the dubs animes, or are you more of a sub type of anime watcher?
Sub, actually, because dub sounds so weird to me. Like I don't know, I can't watch a dub. It's not my thing.
I mean, to me, it depends on the art. Like Dragon Ball Z, growing up, I used to watch that in English, so it kind of like, and I also watch the sub, obviously, because they always release like the subs first, then they dub it afterwards. But it was kind of hard for me to get into it at first, like listen to like Japanese, hearing Japanese and then watching subtitles when I'm used to like certain American voices. But for like Attack on Titan, I started watching that in Japanese first, and then later convert to the dub version. So for me, it depends. But that's dope that you're an anime lover. That's what's up. Maybe in the future we might do an anime episode. Maybe.
Please don't. Please don't. Please.
Oh, right, because ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kenny Santos, he's gonna take over as the host of TUC Talk for the month of August. So he's gonna be in charge for like what gets discussed.
And I'm a strict authoritarian, by the way.
Yeah. So maybe in September, when I return to the podcast, we'll get into that. All right. So Kenny, let's get your thoughts. Like, how you feeling this week on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm a pretty solid 5, I'd say.
5? Oh, that's the lowest you've ever been.
No, I think I've been lower.
I think he's
perhaps not on the podcast.
Oh yeah, it's on the podcast. It's normally Donovan that's like below a 5.
God damn.
Such a Pisces.
That's just his brand now. He's like Eeyore to us.
Right.
Donovan, you gonna let them talk about you like that?
I mean, it's true. It's true.
You can't argue with facts.
Okay, it's my turn, Donnie. It's my turn. You wait yours. But I'm kidding. No, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not really deriving pleasure from a lot of the things I used to consider fun or like, pleasurable before. Like I went on like an 8-mile hike yesterday, had like a grand feast waiting for me up in the Catskills and whatnot. And I was surrounded by lovely people. I was charming. Everybody seemed to be all friendly with me or have a good opinion of me. And I get home and I realize, none of that really made me happy. I've also been, since I'm single now, I've been back on like Tinder and all these dating apps, and I've been having a lot more success than ever, I'd say, because I have matches, and for once they respond, and not all of them are seeking validation, but I don't know, there's just not that like spark or like that interest or that drive to see it to its end or have fun with this person or anything. It's just like, I don't fucking care about this or these people. Who cares if they die? They add nothing to my life.
Wait, Kenny, like, are you coming up with a lot of matches that are registered nurses?
No, they're all in the city, and a lot of communists for some reason. But yeah, they're all in the city.
Oh, okay, because I just joined Bumble last night, and it's nothing but registered nurses. And I'm like, is that the easiest job to get into?
Nurses need love too. Okay, they're busy all day, pretending to care for the sick and making TikToks.
Yeah, they specialize in TLC. That's what you need, Dom, as a Pisces.
Yeah, someone to penetrate you with a sharp needle.
You need that TLC.
No, but yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, everything's just kind of blank for me. It's just like I'm just working on me and my grind and hoping things get better someday. But back in my head is like saying, "Well, you'll probably be back here, you little shit."
Yeah. And Kay, you been looking kind of swole lady in your pictures, and so you're trying to make your
Yeah.
jealous, right?
No, I mean, I was always working on my grind. I mean, now I'm just joking, like I'm working on the revenge body, but she had not. In fact, I call her kind of a gain goblin because, like, I would have to miss working out to go see her, and like she would be like, Are you choosing the gym over me?" And I'm like, "Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me? It's always been there for me.
Always.
I just fucking met you." But no, I have a heavy body dysmorphia thanks to my mom like constantly picking at her children for being any kind of sort of chubby. And I saw a picture of me, off guard like swimming, and I saw, is that fucking chub? Is that fucking chub? So I just like go psycho with the gym. Like anytime I see like a little bit of like fat on my arm, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Are you flying somewhere? Or where are you going? But
You do like the shake test to see that there's like
yeah. I mean, it's not doing it now, but it did it before. So I did like arm day the entire day. But you know how in certain forms of psychology they say like either the ego or superego is like society's voice within your head, making sure you comply to like certain boundaries. I have that, but it still happens to be a Latina mother. So there are extra facets. It's not just following society's rules; it's following these standards too. So I think I do have a problem with the gym, and I probably won't ever see the results I want because the results I want are like Greek god.
So basically, you want to look like Hercules or Adonis,
Or better if I
Wow.
can. Fuck him. Yeah, look.
All right,
Awesome.
so before we move on, I just want to go back to the whole Tinder thing. Cause you said you're just not getting replies back on Tinder.
No, I am. I mean, there used to be like a phase where I realized that a lot of these people were just looking for validation. I'm sure men do it too, but of course, I'm only matching with women. So these girls just seem to be interested. Oh, follow my IG, and like I never answer my text here. Blah blah blah. Would you like my Snapchat?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Like it pisses me off, but like now they're kind of responding, and it's like so funny. Like the moment I stop caring is when other people start putting interest. Like you think sorry. You don't want me at my best, and now that I'm probably at my worst is now that you give a fuck about me. It's just like, kill yourself. I don't want you.
That's why you should just, as soon as you match, just send them your phone number and say, "Hey, do you want a video chat?" Just get straight to the point.
I guess, but honestly, no one's like inspiring, affection and love in me to actually. Like, I'm very careful with how much. Yeah, I'm very careful with my energy. So like, if I feel like I have to really work for something, I'm just not gonna fucking do it. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm done with this. If I have to put so much, why don't you put initiative? Why is it always why is it only acceptable for the guy to do everything? Like you tell me I look good.
The man is supposed to lead. That's why.
Fuck gender norms.
Yeah.
Fuck marriage. Fuck gender norms.
that.
Fuck housewife ideals. Fuck them all.
See, that's the Libra in me because Libras were known to be very charming people. So I would feel weird if a female take the initiative on me, even if she's very attractive. I'd rather be like the one that's making the move. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, plenty of times I've made the move, and that's how like I get most of my relationships. But that shit is just tiring, and it's like the return on investment isn't always equal to the amount of effort you put in on it.
Fair enough. All right, so Donovan, how you feeling this week on a scale of 1 to? I think I have a guess as to what it is, but I'm hoping that you'll surprise me this week.
God damn.
I'll come up with his next.
Honestly,
it's all love. I'll just fuck with you.
I'm not sure what my number is, but I'll tell you, and then I'll like gauge it like after this. Like I told you off the record that I was disowned by a family member who I knew nothing of because I came out, or whatever they want to call it, listen to the podcast and stuff like that. So there's that. I'm not worried about or anything. Like I said, I don't even know who you are. Decided
if they're watching this, fuck you.
Yeah. You did not take it when he was young, so fuck you now, right?
Yeah, fuck this guy right here, buddy.
But I found something interesting on Bumble that I signed up for last night when I was after finished watching American Honey for the 2000th time.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
It's one of the biggest movies that I've ever seen in my lifetime. It also features my guy Shia LaBeouf, but I know he's dealing with shit like that. But I found that on Bumble, I get more matches with guys than I get with females. Since signing up, I've had like 10 matches and only one female. But what I was saying to Kenny earlier was a lot of them are just registered nurses and stuff like that. And I always feel like that profession is just filled with a bunch of stuck up high society women.
But they know how to take care of you though. So
no, they don't. They only choosing that because it looks.
Liddell, I don't think they'll want to like come home and like have to do the same job but for free on someone they're in a relationship with.
No, but you can make it fun, like like role play in the bedroom off of it,
Yeah, like babe, don't even take off your scrubs. I like them.
I don't do role playing. I get straight to it and then I leave. Like I said, I don't like staying in the house. I don't like staying the night over somebody's house. Like so role playing and cuddling and all that shit is just not for me.
The idea of role playing like fucking scares me. It's not that I haven't done it before, but like I've read horror stories where like someone suggests, "Oh, let's do slave and master role play," or let's do dungeon role play. Let's do you break in and pretend to. It's just like, no, stop. What's wrong? Do you need therapy? I'm not opening this door now.
I mean, we are what we attract. At least I'm a firm believer of that. So maybe they look at you, they think that you're into that type of thing.
Oh, wow.
What, a rape play?
You look like somebody.
Do I look like somebody that's into that?
Like shit, I just met you. What?
I think that he had like a white band or something.
No, I mean, I mostly get the fantasies and stuff from the white females. Black girls are really not into that, and I'm cool with that. We just get to the deed, and I skip out or try to skip out, but I make it like so awkward and stuff.
Yeah,
like I said, I
got a UPS at 4 a.m.
Yeah, gotta go to my job at UPS, like I'm a driver or something like that. And
you gotta date New York girls. I feel like they never. Well, almost never try to keep you around, probably because their apartment is so small and they share it with other people.
New York girls are more aggressive. Me being a fellow New Yorker, you Kenny and you Sean as well. Like New York girls are like very aggressive, except for Queens girls. Queens seems to be like more laid back and like hostility. But Brooklyn girls and definitely girls from the Bronx. Oh my god,
Bronx girls are just men.
Oh my!
They're just men. Like they'll just be like, "Get over here."
Oh my god, you sound like Scorpion and shit.
Right, exactly.
All right, but
excuse me, mister.
All right, but we never quite got your answers for like where you at on the scale of 1 to 10. So where are you at?
Whatever. Just do whatever happens.
Twinsies.
Yeah, like if a meteor decides to come down and strike the planet, it's whatever.
That'd be so convenient.
Not for me. No, because we got TUC Fashion Week coming up. By the way, tickets will be on sale soon for TUC Fashion Week, so more on that later this week. You see, thank you, David, for that alley. Thank you for allowing me to say that based on what you said.
Yeah, once again, capitalizing off my downfall.
He just said the meteor, and you.
It's only the TUC way.
Hey, it was good enough because he want like the plan to be destroyed. Like, nah, we still got shit to do. I don't want that shit to happen.
Guys,
Planet can't be destroyed right now because TUC Fashion Week is coming up. TUC Fashion Week.
Guys, the podcast is supposed to be about astrology. We can't unpack every single thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Donnie can make an episode on his own just with that. I mean, I hate astrology, but we gotta get to it.
I'm whatever.
All right, cool. All right, so Sean, like how you this week, brother, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say I'm at a 9, actually.
Nice.
So I've been like really busy. Kind of got like really into like the dance community again, like over the course of this week. So I've been like really active with my dance side, like my friends on the dance side of things, and I always find joy in dancing and stuff. So it's been like really like helpful. I've been learning a lot, stuff like that. Kind of befriending new people because of it. I was technically supposed to be in like a video shoot yesterday. It kind of went south by the end of the night. Long story short, the video shoot didn't happen. The event got like shut down by the cops right as we were starting to do the video.
Damn.
But
That's
overall,
sad.
I'm like, I'm in like good energy. I feel like I've been growing more into myself, my power, and all the stuff like that.
It's the hair, bro. It's the hair. Like you're a Super Saiyan 2 right now. So ever since you dyed the hair gold, man, like you just been
Maybe.
exuding energy.
I mean, the phrase, what is it? Blondes have more fun. So I guess maybe it's actually happening.
For sure. And last but certainly not least, before we move on to our main topic of this week's episode, Miss Marie, how you feeling this week on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm like a 6 or a 7. Like I had a pretty cool week. Just my energy is like low today. I got the vaccine and everything, so
Oh,
it hurt a bit, but
congratulations.
yeah, I got a good week. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm like a
praying for you
6,
that
7.
I'm praying for you that you don't get like those serious side effects off of the jab.
Yeah.
You know.
Same.
Wait, I got the vaccine. Where was your concern for me?
See, typical Pisces.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There we go.
I actually had
Talk.
side effects too. How should I feel?
I don't care. You don't care about shit, though. So it's like
This is true. This is true. You got me. Checkmate.
Well
You
played.
win. You won that one.
But of course, it had to be Donnie. What about me? Oh, God.
Leave Donovan alone.
Hashtag leave Donnie alone. We'll get it trending.
Right, exactly.
All right, so I feel like that's good. All right, that's good. So let's get into this main topic for this week's episode. Does your astrology sign correctly identify your personality? I personally believe, Donovan, that it does in your case because I love you, brother, but you can be very
Again, what's up? What the...
Went straight for Donovan.
I love you, brother. But you can be very sensitive sometimes. So I want to give you the opportunity to like defend yourself. You being a Pisces, like
Jesus Christ. Defend your existence. Go.
God damn.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like shit.
Yes, it is true. I wouldn't say we're emotional people. We're well in tune with the art and culture and creativity that seeps in through humanity. I wouldn't say we're like creatures of like being whiny. Like we're not Drake or somebody like that.
Is he a Pisces?
Scorpio.
Oh,
Scorpio, but he's just like the most sensitive, the most famous sensitive guy that ever graced the earth.
I mean, Scorpio, like, no offense, Lily, if you end up watching this, but Scorpios could be sensitive sometimes.
Yeah,
I get that.
I think people confuse our efforts and relationships as being like needy and stuff like that. Like when I'm in a relationship, I give it my all, like 1000%. I'm just a hopeless romantic and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think people get Pisces wrong.
As a Libra, I can identify with the whole hopeless romantic thing. But would you say, are there any zodiac signs that you just do not vibe with?
I mean, no. I mean, I normally don't ask people what their zodiac signs, or I really don't know people's zodiac signs in my circle or in my inner life. I just know that I hate people in general, and
Shit.
it's it's just me. But there was this one girl that was in my life for the better part of 10 years, and her birthday was December 24th, and I believe she was a Capricorn. Is that right? Or
When was it?
December 24th.
I think that's like just the start of Capricorn.
Okay, yeah, and she was somebody that's a long story for another day. But no, I guess I don't like Capricorns.
How come? What is it about them that just turns you off?
Just their vibe, their energy, the way they present themselves, loud, aggressive, and just downright like I'm a person who doesn't like a lot of noise and stuff like that. So any sign that's like loud, outgoing, party ways, like Cecile said, and
But don't
you
you
go
party
down.
though?
No, not at all. I mean, sex parties, yes, but not like clubbing and stuff like that.
I feel like sex parties are kind of above clubbing. I
The
feel like
algorithm,
I think you're
Dom, the
trying to say the
algorithm.
clubs aren't good enough for you. Is what you're saying.
Not
But you
the
feel,
ones I went to. It's more mellow and chill, and
oh my god,
it's quiet. Besides the sounds of moaning and thrusting and stuff
introverted
like that.
sex parties. Wow, I've never heard of that. Like
Yeah, like
you
The
just lightly
algorithm,
tap
the
someone on the
algorithm.
shoulder and it's like, would you like? I don't know if can we?
yeah, basically, yeah, like if I'm at a sex party, like
You
I'll
don't
start
get
talking
it. Like,
to this one person and stuff like that, and then they like invite me to like join the group and stuff like that, and I'm more go with the flow, like the water sign, like just it's whatever. I don't say no to nothing when it comes to like sexual
okay.
interactions and stuff like that.
I don't know how we got here, but okay.
But I just don't like party. Yeah, you got your answer. I just don't like parties, like clubbing and stuff like that. That's just not my vibe. It's
Yeah.
too loud. Like I said, I cut off my family because they were too loud and aggressive and too hood. It's just I'm so laid back, and that's all.
So I guess it's safe to say that you'll never ever visit the Bronx.
Oh, you'd hate it.
Are they loud and aggressive?
Yes.
Oh, especially the Dominicans. Oh my god.
Oh no, it's not
They
for me.
install. They'll remove everything from the trunk, just install a speaker and play like their music as loud as possible, just to drive to their Metro PCS job.
What?
As a New Yorker, as a fellow New Yorker, he's speaking facts.
That's a very niche joke, so you just have to be there.
Yeah.
As a fellow New Yorker, he's definitely speaking facts. So Kenny, you being like a Sagittarius, like, do you feel like you're because obviously every astrology sign has certain traits about them, but do you feel like the traits that's linked towards your zodiac sign kind of reflects who you are?
I got them written down here because I don't really like fuck with horoscopes that much, but it's like philosophical, loyal, hardworking, determined. I'm like sure sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I sleep, so I don't know how you're philosophical when you're unconscious. But
And sometimes you're loyal.
yeah, I mean, I saw one. I don't know if I'm loyal. I guess. I saw one where it was like, what the fuck did I see? That was like complete bullshit. Oh yeah, humorous maybe, but like extroverted, not really. Like when I'm in a large group for too long, I just feel drained. Like it's not even that I hang out with energy vampires. I think I just hang out with like normal people, and like putting up a facade for everyone is just like so goddamn draining. Like so.
Yeah, that's basically what I mean when parties and stuff like that. Exactly what Kenny said. It's
I
just
know,
it's
like
draining.
you have to be fun. You have to be positive. If you chill in the
Yeah,
corner, some asshole's gonna be like, "What are you doing there? Come on,
right.
come on.
Yeah.
Here's a drink. Be at the party." Like, fuck you, dude. Don't do that. I like
Exactly.
I'm a wallflower. Okay, flower, not a fucking parasite or a bug. I don't need to be swatted.
Yes, but Donovan, at the party that you go to, you're draining energy as well.
But that's not energy. That's liquid.
Yeah, it's
But yeah. I don't know if I really.
Feel it up. He just slammed it.
I
Nice.
don't know if I really like fucking identify with the whole Sagittarius thing. I mean, I guess it's pretty cool, and it's like a dude on a horse with an arrow. I mean, that's pretty badass. But I don't know. It's just like the stereotypes. Like we all love to travel. It's like, motherfucker, it's COVID. That's the last thing I want to do. Like I travel to the bodega sometimes. That's it.
But I
Can
remember a while
afford it.
back you did mention that you did get the jab just so that you could be able to travel again.
Yeah, I did, and then it's like, where the fuck would I even go? Like everything's boring. Everything's just boring. Like, well, I figured I'd go back to Spain and like avoid Barcelona, like the plague it is. But like, I'm not interested in Europe. Maybe Egypt. But if I go to Egypt, I'm just going there to get a girl that will just yell at me. So right.
So you
That's
like
about
for
it.
women to yell at you.
No, I guess it's probably another fucking psychoanalyst thing because of my relationship with my mom. But like, yes, kind of.
Okay, so your matches on Tinder makes a whole lot of sense then.
Like,
The women that love to, so you like
kind
to
of,
be
sort of.
dominated, clearly.
No, kind of, not really. I mean, I've dated people who are just like, I'd say submissive, pretty passive, pretty chill, and those were like the healthier relationships in my life. If I had to say, like the more toxic relationships were always the ones where like we're always arguing with each other, and like that's funny in the beginning, but like during the relationship, if we're always arguing, it's either I'm gonna leave or one of us is gonna kill the other person. That's it. There is no in between.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of arguing, though.
No, like, arguments come
Yes,
with
there
the
is.
arguments come, but if it happens like over and over and over for the
It
same
shows
stupid
it
bullshit, it's
shows
just
that
like.
it shows that you really care about one another, especially
By
like
having a
We're gonna get
fight.
into that
Here,
later, Liddell.
Here, let me give you an example of a
This is why you
stupid
keep
ass
getting yourself
argument.
into trouble.
Here, let me give you an example of like a stupid ass argument that would come up over and over and over again. Actually, I have two, and the second one's like really fun. Let me tell the second one. I mean, Donnie's like showing his ass, but I might as well. It's disgusting, by the way, so I hope we don't get flagged. In any case, like, I feel weird about saying this, but I was with this girl, right, and she was s- very fascinated with how my jizz looked.
oh my god.
Wait,
Like
what?
how my jizz. Yeah, I know it's the weirdest fucking thing. And when she brought it up, I just died laughing in the restaurant because A, she's bringing this shit up in the restaurant, and B, is like, what the fuck? It's like yours looks just too watery. It's not wide enough. And I'm like, how many times have you been jizzed on, lady? How
Is
do
she
you
like
know?
a scientist or something
No,
like that?
she's. I don't know. No, she wasn't a scientist. No, she kept bringing this shit up, and it's like I feel like you're not fertile, or you're not doing something, or you're not healthy. And I'm like, yo, I'm the healthiest dude I know. I'm doing something perfectly. I'm doing everything perfectly in that camp.
What
Why do
does
you
she do for
care?
a living?
She was in tax essentially.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like hyper focused on this stupid shit. When she keep bringing it up, she's like, you keep minimizing this, you keep making it seem like it's not important. Like it is not important, because like if what you're saying is true, it means that and I am low in fertility, then I won't have kids, and I don't fucking want kids.
That's
So
cool.
this is like this is like a win-win. Why do you keep bringing this up?
But it
And,
might not be a win-win for her because
oh,
maybe she wants kids.
well, get a donor or break up with me. Simple fix.
There's
That's
sperm
good.
banks.
I know, it's such a stupid argument to have. It was hilarious at first, and it would only make her more mad because she'd say that shit. I'd laugh and like piss myself, and then she'd be like, "Why are you minimizing my feelings about this situation?" I'm like, "Cause your
Oh
feelings,
god.
cause I don't care about your feelings, and they are minimal to me.
God
What
damn.
did you think?" But
Oh my
Sound like
God.
a
yeah,
murder.
that was just a stupid ass fight. That was like the stupidest fight I've ever had. The funniest one, but the stupidest one.
Okay. But Kenny, from my understanding, like you don't really too much care so much about astrology, right?
Yeah, I don't care about anything today.
Today.
I
But
just
you do
talked about
tarot
what
readings.
my jizz looks like on live internet. I mean, come on. Water?
There's no holds barred with that after this day. From now on, when you speak, we need to put like some kind of like even though like kids don't
Warning.
know.
Warning. Trigger
Warning.
Yeah, like,
warning.
like a warning, like,
Kenny warning.
that should be before you speak.
Yeah.
All right, but you also do tarot readings, though, right?
Yeah, I used to. It was kind of fun, and I even learned how to like read palms and shit. And it was, I don't know, I hated doing it for myself because it was kind of depressing, or like I would get like multiple interpretations. But I do it for other people, and they'd say it was kind of accurate, and like, oh wow, Kenny, you were right. We broke up. The relationship ended. I'm like, well, anyone with eyes could have seen that was going to happen.
Well, damn. You do not hold back when it comes down to people's feelings, don't you?
Fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm still not over that argument. By the way, it's just like, how many times do you have to be jizzed on that you're able
Oh
to
my
like distinguish
I wonder if
what
she
you're
has
supposed
like
to?
jars like in a nightstand or
That's really
something,
bad.
and just like analyze.
He like collects samples. It has a little
Jesus,
microscope. It's
Jesus,
like,
take the hit. Jesus,
hmm,
take the
That's
hit.
why I
they're not
asked what
swimming.
like job she did.
They're not
'Cause
swimming.
I'm gonna have to sprinkle holy water on my computer after this conversation. But all right, since you're my fellow Libra, and as a Libra, I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Sean knows exactly what I'm talking about when I touch it. So
It's fucking good.
how about you represent both of us today as a fellow Libra? Like basically, what are your traits that you identify with?
To be honest, I have no idea. I just know I don't know a lot about my sign. I
Okay.
just know we're like charming and just like leadership type of stuff. But I mean, other than that, I don't know anything. But I mean, I do think like we're charming. Like I'm super. What is it? I love people. Like I'm super. Well, I don't know how to say this. Let me see.
I hope you
Okay.
do. I want to.
Yeah, like I love like caring for others. Like if somebody needs something, I'll be there for them. Like I don't mind taking a break of my daily and then helping other people. But I mean, I am really chatty. Like once at first I'm really shy, which is kind of not a Libra thing. Yeah, but once people get to know me, I just don't shut up. Like I just don't shut up. Like people need to be like butt in my conversation, or you're just never gonna talk because that's just what I do.
See, I wish
But
we
I
had you
mean,
here. I wish we had you here when Lily was on the podcast because she read me as a Libra as far as because as a Libra, like you said, we could be very charming, right? But the thing is, I feel like other people, especially like from others, even if they don't believe in astrology or anything like that, but how we have a tendency to make people feel special, right? But after a while, they start to like appreciate it less because they see that okay, we're just like that with everybody.
but that's
Do
just
you
our
agree with
nature. Like
Oh,
that?
it's not something we're wanting everybody to do, but that's just us. Like in general,
Right.
it's not something I'm
But
gonna change for anybody. But
right, and me personally, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing, because I'm a firm believer that all right, the world needs more love and kindness, and us as Libras, we're supposed to bring harmony, and
pretty
we're
much
just
balance. Yeah.
Okay,
and balance.
Jesus. All right. I mean, according to Sean, Jesus was a Capricorn, so take it easy. Don't take all this on your shoulders.
So, wait, was he?
I mean, if he was born on
December
December
25th. So
25th,
yeah,
he
he would
wasn't,
have
Yeah.
been a
but tradition.
Capricorn.
Oh,
Just missed it.
well, I have my theories about that, but I'm gonna say that for a future podcast because I don't want to get canceled this early.
Oh my God.
With the astrology of for some religious figures.
So I'm gonna just leave that alone for right now. But yeah, like I'm a firm believer that okay, like we're supposed to love everybody. I don't mean that like from a hoish type of perspective, like, not like that.
I didn't assume
Yeah.
it was. I wasn't gonna make that assumption. Jesus.
But like that's just how we are. But a lot of people they feel like, oh my god, like Libras like we're known to be like the devil, so to speak, right? Because we have a tendency of making people feel really good, and then after a while, I personally they make themselves feel like shit. Because like, why ruin a good vibe because you're not?
Exactly. They're not feeling it. Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
Like, why ruin a
And
good vibe because you're not, like you're not the only one in recipients of the vibe.
in
exactly.
other words, why are you trying to stop me from being a hoe? This is what I'm getting from Liddell.
No. It has nothing. It has nothing.
Just embrace
That's
it.
exactly.
Just embrace it.
It has nothing to do with hoeing at all, because we don't necessarily do this with everybody. Like you have to meet a certain criteria in order to receive this from us.
Yeah.
But it's almost like
I gotta
okay,
feel
like,
your vibe first in order for me to give you like my full vibe. Like
How
if
do you
I'm in a
feel
room
about?
and the vibes are kind of weird, I just, keep to
Good
myself. I'm
question,
just like
Kim.
observing everybody. I don't know.
How do you feel about vibe? Do you just like lick your finger and just put it in the air and be like, something's not right here?
Yep, I'm just like, yep, exactly.
Nope.
All right, because let me paint the picture for like vibes for me, right? Because I consider myself to be like more of like a sapiosexual, right? Like don't get me wrong, like I admire beauty, I admire beautiful people, beautiful women, and stuff like that.
Wait,
But
you are a what?
a
That's-
sapiosexual,
he's attracted to people's minds, I
yeah.
guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the term doesn't exist, but let him rock.
Just
Let him rock, guys. Let him rock.
Let me rock. All right, so basically, like okay, like immediately first of all, I might be captivated by your beauty, but it has to be more to you than that. So, like for instance, oh fuck. All right, but this past Thursday night, right? No, it wasn't. It was Friday night. I was at an event for my friends, Sellers Hamilton. Shout out to my boy Sellers. But anyway, right? He was the first night of his concert, so I went over there. Obviously, like me, like being like a Libra, like we know, I consider myself to be like a introverted extrovert. Meaning, okay, like I'm not like I could be like very social, but I'm not really gonna be like social with every single person that I see. I mean, like
Correct.
I know what attracts me, in terms of like conversation with people. So I came across this person, right? And we were just talking. Like she basically like she came to me with a prayer because like I guess like she's like very religious and stuff like that. If you're watching, shout out to you. You know who you are. But
Okay.
so like she came up to I think she passed along to everybody. She came up to me with a prayer that she would just talk about like God and Jesus stuff like that, right? And I was just like so captivated by the conversation. Like she was beautiful by the way, but it's like that's not really what drew me to her. It was her mind, like the way she thought. And it was refreshing, like the way she thought about things, like how she interpreted life. Like, why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm looking at Donovan.
Because, well, no, I totally understand what you're talking about with mine and the way she thought and stuff like that. But I'm like, I've known you for a couple of weeks, and we did these podcasts. You are probably one of the most toxic men I've ever known. And for you to
That's
say,
saying a
Just fuck
lot.
it up
That's
for me,
saying a
dog.
lot.
Shit, just fuck
and for you to say that you were attracted to her mind and not her body, I mean, you could have said that, but
wait, hold on. I did not say, do not get me in trouble for some shit.
okay.
I
What
did
did
not
you
say.
say? What did you say?
Do not put words in my mouth. I forgot what I said, but continue. I know I just didn't say that.
Because I'm over here, I'm like, this motherfucker know damn well that he was attracted to the body before you even started talking to her. Is that correct?
Like I'm not blind.
Okay.
I thought you were sapiosexual. What happened?
I am.
Right, exactly.
I
That
am,
shit
but
went right out the window when you saw the body.
I am, but like after like talking with her, I'm like, okay, like there's more to it than that, and I became more intrigued with her
Okay.
mind. And then I had asked her, okay, like where's your sign? And she just said that she was just Christian, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, what? Yeah, how are you gonna ask a Christian what your astrological sign is? Like, I don't go. I when I hang out with my Muslim friends, I'm just like, I'm not like, oh wow, you are a Capricorn through and through.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like what kind of shit is this? Like you kind of like, all right. So I went with it. But when she broke it down, she like, okay, like when a person just limits themselves to their zodiac sign, they basically put a cap on their abilities to be a human being, like their abilities to think. As far as like, it's almost like a barrier, so to speak. Like you become like your own gatekeeper. It's because like let's say for instance, you have like certain traits that some people don't like toxic trait. You could just be like, man, oh, I'm an Aquarius. Like, that's just how we are. Oh, I'm a Pisces, a Scorpio. That's just how we are. The way she broke it down to me, like, no, like you're just limiting yourself. Like you have to expand upon. Like we're not just our birth month, our birth date, our birth time. We're not just our sun, our moon, and our rising signs. And when she bunched, I was like, yo, like that was really interesting. And then I'm like, I would love to communicate with you more. Like who knows? Maybe one day I might have her on the podcast. Like that's how deep she is with her shit, So that's what I say. I'm very like attracted to like the mind. It was like I don't know, sexual,
Yeah.
or anything like that. She is.
Yeah, man. Like,
Sexy.
I like her vibe.
Like that.
That vibe right there.
Exactly.
That's a good vibe.
Yeah,
All right, I'm just saying, Liddell. We've been talking on these podcasts a couple of times now, and off the record and on the record.
We go off the record shit, well, because that's the reason why it's off the record.
No, I appreciate what she's saying because, like, I don't know, like, if you guys watch BoJack Horseman, like, there's this like great scene where like one of the journalists are telling him like, hey, there's really no essential you. Like, you keep worrying about being a good or bad person, but there is no you. You just do things. You can't really label yourself. And like, I guess horoscopes are like an extension of that. You found one more way to label yourself and think you're captured within this paradigm.
It's like I would say like I always approach like astrology, horoscopes with like this kind of like I entertain it because it's entertaining and like there's no one to say there's certain truths to it, but I guess I'll say in entertaining it I learned that when it comes to your sign, at least they expect that there's like maybe one specific trait that seems to stand out in like a sign that you kind of like gets highlighted. And I started paying like knowing that I started actually paying attention a little bit, and I noticed that it comes up a lot. So it'll be like, okay, like for example, with Donovan and Pisces, usually I hear Pisces as daydreamers. Like, they're usually focused on like the illusion side of things. So it's like they like have a love for life, but like they often get like disappointed because they have such a big like, idea of like, oh,
we touched on that last episode.
Yeah. So then like when it comes to like, let's say the fire signs, you get like different energies. Like Sagittarius, I'd say I'd hear more about emphasis on like freedom, like a kind of freedom vibe that comes from them. Leo would be kind of like pride. Aries is like self, I think. Like Aries is more of like this kind of like energy of like they care more about themselves and everything, how they look.
Put themselves first above others.
Libra, judging by, let's say, not just my interaction with you, but like my interactions with like other Libras, it's either balance or it's like an emphasis on like love, like love and appreciation, beauty, and all that stuff like that. I hear for Libra. Capricorn is like hardworking. Virgo is like analytics or something like that. Gemini is communication. Like that. Cancer is emotion. Scorpio is mystery. It's all like those kind of like things that come up. And then when you actually pay attention a little bit, certain of those traits like show themselves, but it's just like, again, we're all kind of like our own people. We all have traits of everything. I guess that's where all those sun, moons, and all risings and shit come from. But that's what I noticed, I'd say, from studying astrology, horoscopes.
All right, so great breakdown.
It's on the episode title.
great breakdown, Sean. Okay, so tell us a bit about your sign. You being a Cancer, like, what are the traits that you know about yourself that kind of resonate? You're like, yeah, that's kind of accurate.
All right, so I'll say when it comes to like Cancer, something that I resonate with, and considering that my immediate like family, weirdly enough, I don't know how my family ended up making this happen. I'm a Cancer. My mom is a Cancer. My dad is a Cancer. My little brother is a Cancer, and my sister is a Cancer.
Man, it's like you're saying that whole family's Cancer.
But it's like, and it's weird because my mom, like my little brother, isn't the product of like my dad and my mom. He's the product of my mom and like somebody else. And my sister is the product of my dad and somebody else. So the fact that we're all Cancers, I don't understand how.
Wow.
But
that's weird.
Yeah. So like, but we hear a lot of like, I guess, emotions and sensitivity and stuff like that. So I'll say I kind of resonate with that a little bit, like understanding of emotions and stuff, because that's honestly why I feel like everybody usually comes to me for advice and all the stuff like that, because I have such a listening ear and I understand how people operate. So I try to be neutral.
You definitely give me great advice. I don't always take it, but
that's why I get annoyed when people ask me for advice. I'm like, don't ask me for something if I'm going to tell you the truth, and you either get mad at me for being honest with you, or being like, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I see.
Okay, Sean, tell me how I can learn to feel again.
Yeah, because I gotta get some advice from you.
Okay, big boy.
So you need I need breakdowns. I need more info. I can't just do it right now.
Convenient.
You gotta book a one-on-one consultation.
Yeah.
because
You
right
gotta let me
before
sit and talk to you.
because right before like we record like do anything with like the gaming chair. By the way, follow us on Twitch there at the gaming chair _pod. Like I will always be like, yo, to like Sean and Isaiah, like, yo, like guess what happened to me this week? Like what I should do about this situation. And they both give me like very sound advice, but I'm like stuff to like make me think and constantly, but I'm like at the same time, like I like to have my cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? So it's like because like when you go out to eat, right, you don't just get like a plate of like rice. You know, like you
Yes,
get
but I don't order 2 entrees.
no, that's it. I don't want 2 entrees.
All right, but you're trying to say, oh, I want an entree, but I also order a dessert too. No, what you're trying to do is get 2 entrees at the same time.
I think
Don't try to make it seem like
I think this is a bad
Like, you
analogy,
really
guys. He goes to Ben and Jerry's, asks for all the free samples, then orders nothing and leaves.
exactly.
I mean that's some I guess that would kind of sum up most leaders. Like that's actually a great analogy,
Right? Jeez, I'm amazing. What
but
can
for
I say?
somebody such as myself, like because obviously, like Cecilia, would you agree with me? I said as Libras, we have a hard time making decisions,
We do. I
but
suck
not
at making decisions.
right. It's because we like to weigh the pros and cons of everything, right?
Yeah, how
But
could you not?
but we're not afraid of commitment or anything like that. It's just that after we make that decision, like we're tied to it. It's like a blood contract in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So, Donald, why are you doing your face? Donald,
Because I'm listening to you
It looks
spew
like
this
we're
shit.
crazy.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Cecilia. Liddell, if I'm getting this right, likes to play the field, so to say. Are you like that as well?
so bad.
Woof. Damn, Cecilia, on the spot. Tell us.
Yes.
I think honestly it depends on the situation.
What does that mean? What does
At
that
least for
mean?
You sound like
It really does
Liddell.
depend on the situation.
What does that mean?
Because there be some people that you vibe with more than others, and those are the ones that you want to keep around you, and those are the ones that we typically
That's
do
still
keep
playing the
around.
field. You say it depends on the situation. I'm thinking, oh, maybe the situation is I'm going to war, or maybe the city is under siege or something like that. That's the only reason why I would validate, oh, it depends on the situation, or maybe we're under attack or something like that. There's no situation. You either play the field or you don't. And you two, it clearly seems like you guys play the field and love it.
I
Just
am
be
very
honest with
happy
yourselves.
with my life right now.
Yeah.
I am very happy with my life right now, and who's ever in it. So I do not know what you're talking about, Dominic.
He was very cleverly made sure not to mention any names or whoever is in it, so nobody knows
Because I
who's in
care
it.
about people, Donovan. I care about how I make people feel.
And I don't. You making it seem like I don't.
If anyone's listening to this, I embrace my toxicity, unlike these two. These
Okay,
two.
all right,
I don't care about you. If I'm dating you, I don't care about you.
all right. I'm glad you mentioned dating, Danny, Kenny, because I
Oh,
want to
God.
get Marie's thoughts on this whole thing first, and then afterwards we're going to as far like, would we not date someone based solely on their zodiac sign? 'Cause I know there are some people like that, so I want to know you guys are like that as well. But Marie, as an Aquarius, as a fellow air sign, like how do you resonate with your sun sign, that being that of an Aquarius? Like, is it kind of accurate
Yeah.
for you, like your personality, or is there like some differences?
I feel like I look like more to my ascendant, like I'm a Cancer. I'm an Aquarius ascendant Cancer. And
Okay.
like Aquarius are not like to be very lonely, who likes to be lonely and like cutting edge.
You said
I
like to
think
be
so.
lonely or don't like to be lonely?
No, like loves to be lonely.
Loves.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like an introverted type of person? Like you like to like just isolate yourself from society?
No, like I really love to be like with people around me, so I don't really feel like I'm an Aquarius. Like, and
so that's Gemini energy then, because Gemini, they love being around people.
yeah, and like the sign I'm getting with are like Gemini, Capricorn, and like Sagittarius,
Okay.
and Libra too.
Of course, obviously. Obviously.
Oh, so I'm just looping you in with these two over here who like to play baseball.
Okay. So
Oh my
okay,
god.
okay, so Marie, would you not date someone based off their zodiac sign? So let's say, for instance, somebody was to give like their sun and moon, their rising sign. Would you automatically just say like, nah, like I'm not gonna deal with you based off like your astrology sign?
No, I don't really care about
Oh,
this.
you don't care. Oh, okay. So obviously, like people like you still have a chance.
I don't even know how to take.
What the fuck? I thought you were
I
just.
had to come for you.
I don't even know how to take that.
My God.
Okay.
Let's segue. Let's segue.
Okay. So Donovan,
Oh,
this is
no.
all
Yes.
about you. You're the start. You're the start. This is your show. You're the star, Donovan. So would you ever not date someone strictly solely based off their zodiacs? Like, are there anything that's just off limits to you?
Before I would have said what Kenny says, I really don't care, and what Marie said, I really don't care. But after learning more about what a Libra is from you two, I'm starting to think that I would stay away from Libras, and I mean that the way Pisces are, we are really like a man's weakness is we are afraid of many things. We're moody and we use escape from the real world, but we can also see ourselves as the victims and stuff like that. So if I was to find out that my significant partner was playing the field, so to say,
Okay.
I yeah, I wouldn't feel great about that. And I'm very fragile in a sense.
You should look
So-
at that as a good thing, and I'm gonna tell you why you should look at that as a good thing.
What the fuck?
Because
How do you sleep at night?
Here's why very good.
Here's why it's a good thing I have sex with other people when we're in a relationship.
I did
Right.
not-
This is
I
like
did not-
if I'm
Here's
going
a
to
good
catch my
thing.
significant other in the bed,
Here's a
and
good
this is
thing.
the
You can
conversation
do
that
it
we
too.
have. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I did not say any of that. This is why I said because Libras, right? It takes us, as you also could concur, Cecilia, it takes us a while to make decisions, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
the way I personally look at relationships, I look at it as like a contract agreement, right? You have a verbal commitment and a written commitment, right? So starting off, there's like a verbal commitment, right? Like, okay, like both sides, like, all right, like I see like the benefits of being with this person and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like, okay, like who doesn't want the best possible options out of life, right? Like if you could possibly get two cars, are you just gonna limit yourself to just one? If you
Yes, because I don't need two cars.
So I can say I have one significant Libra friendship who has shaped my view with the Libra kind of like energy a little bit. You know, I get it from different people, but like one friend that I have, and he's probably gonna watch this, he's gonna know I'm talking about him because I tell him about himself all of the time. He really doesn't know what he's looking for. So right now he's in the state where he wants to be this bachelor, but then he goes above and beyond, like you said, he goes above and beyond for a bunch of people who aren't asking for it, and then gets his own feelings hurt because he keeps doing that. So, you know, like we went on a trip together, and legit, he was kind of in his feelings because this one girl was showing attention to everybody else but him. And then
yeah, we
we
don't
get
like that shit.
like, you know, but he's doing that while we're on this trip. And it seems like, you know, oh, maybe he has some like a significant connection to this one girl.
Oh, I remember
Come
this.
to find out, when we come back, he has something already going on. There's really no reason for him to be throwing this temper tantrum while we was on this trip. He has a whole situation going on back here with some other person and probably another person there. So why are you making a big deal over one person?
Because
You gotta catch them all.
You got to
so
tag.
like so then like
Exactly.
to associate this the same way just now when we, you know, before we started, when you were like, you wanted like, you know, let's say the two options that were coming on, you got the one that's still consistent here, and then the one that just now may have overheard you and stopped talking to you. And it's just like, damn, like, you know,
I don't
shit,
know
that
who
could
you're
have been
talking about, by
something.
the
And
way.
I'm just like, what? Like, you got something. You have something right now.
Yeah. That's the way I see it. The way I see it is like, if I'm attracted to you, I'm going to give you my all, and that's the way I see it. Like, just me.
And Donovan, and dealing with Libras, you're gonna get that Libras all. But at the end of the day, we just have to make
No,
sure.
not when you talking to Shay, OJ, and Tony from around the block.
It's not like we're just going to like every single person. It's like you have to meet certain requirements. There's prerequisites to gain our attention. We do not just give it to every single body, but at the end of the day, the way we interpret a decision, like we're not like most signs, like, oh my god, like we're gonna make a decision, then when we don't feel like it, we're gonna back out of it. People
What
that
the fuck
normally
is this?
wait, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Please.
People that normally do that is because they did not fully weigh out the pros and the cons. Me, like, okay, like I'll entertain you, I'll continue to entertain you, but also at the same time, I need to make sure that I'm making the right decision. Because once the decision is made, there's no going back, regardless of what. It's like with me and True Urban Culture, right? Shout to us, right? It's like I made a decision a while back. Okay, like, I'm gonna give this my all, no matter what. I've been through the good times and the bad times, and I'm gonna stay fully committed to it. It's not just a relationship thing. It's just a life. It's just life in general. It's how we interpret decision making, from a financial perspective, from a business perspective, from a creative perspective, from a relationship perspective, a friendship perspective. Like once you have a Libra that's fully in your corner, we're in your corner for life. And if we're not, it's because we saw something that we did not like, or you came on a little bit too strong, and you just fucked up the whole vibe.
But the way you was presenting your relationships would make me think, oh yes, you're in True Urban Culture for it all. Like you're here. But I wouldn't be surprised if I was to walk into a meeting with Essence and you're working behind some office as the CFO there. So that's what I get from Libras. You say, yeah, like you're here at True Urban Culture, you're the head, you're the guy. But I don't want to walk into somebody's office and I have an interview with you or something like that. Like
Okay,
you have a.
Okay, but do you trust the person that you're interviewing with? Like, for instance,
Yeah.
if you were to see me at Essence Magazine, okay, what's the difference? I'm still Adele.
Yeah, but you're not giving it your all at the place that I'm giving it my all. See, Pisces are very loyal and trustworthy.
We're loyal too.
The hell you are.
You are. Like, loyalty is not just defined to one person. Do you have one
It's
friend?
definitely not, but it's not defined to you.
Only have one friend. Do you only have one friend?
No.
All right then.
Do you even have one friend?
No. You're right. Okay. I feel like that's a different situation. Because friends,
because you're pushing this whole thing in terms of like just like platonic or non-platonic relationship. Like this is a lifestyle for us Libras. This is just how we are.
God damn it, guys! Come on.
You would not go out with Libras. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, basically.
Cool, great.
If you go out with Libra, you're gonna have the time of your life. It's gonna be a fantastic experience. It's going to be a fantastic experience.
You're writing checks you can't cash, man. You're writing checks you can't cash.
I can cash my shit. And plus, like you're gonna have a fantastic experience, but at the end of the day, if you want this to be a long-term thing, and you want to continue to have this experience, then just play it cool.
But that's what Pisces are. Pisces are conditioned for long-term serious relationships.
And we are too, just that we take a while to get there. Y'all just going to head first. Like y'all literally live up to y'all side. Like y'all dive head first into the deep end. Like, you can't do that shit early.
But yeah, I don't want to be getting to the wedding date and you're in the back room with your boys trying to decide if weighs the pros and cons. Walking down the aisle.
No. We weigh that before we even propose. I'll show in Cecilia's case as a woman, like she'll weigh that decision in her head before she say yes or not. Right, Cecilia?
Yeah.
So that's how that goes.
So Kenny.
I think Sean had it right.
Virgos on the pen, but Virgos are the same way.
Libras are not for me.
Okay. So this is just I don't know why you guys just don't understand Libras. Like, it's not that
Now move on.
Like the woe is me story. Like, come on.
But that's like
Ain't nobody bashing you.
We cannot understand like why you do not understand us. Like, it's just like
you ain't going to get him to understand it right now. Move on.
Not with your analogies.
Got you. I see. I would make one more analogy, but I don't. We're already running like on time, so I don't want to keep you guys. Kenny, what are you doing?
Enough.
All right. Okay, so for everybody else here, like, what would you guys want to be like the biggest takeaway from this conversation as far as like with zodiacs? Like, should we really pay close attention to other people based off their zodiac sign, or should we just be like all Libras and just give everybody a chance to just see what happens?
Shameless fuck.
I guess give everyone a chance. I mean, personally, I don't want to date anyone, but like if I had to, yeah, why not? Let's throw a big net in that pond.
Kenny, game recognizes game. I know you just saying this shit just because the less you give of a fuck, the more women will come after you. That's part of the game. That's actually part of the game. Like, if you show that you could care less, the more of an effort they will make.
Yeah, but now I don't even want them to be here.
You're just saying that.
I'm good. I'm just gonna abstain for a while. I'm pretty good.
Donovan, take notes from Kenya and watch how things change.
I guess. I mean, I don't get invited
what
to
notes are you trying to? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
You two don't stop fighting.
Because Kenny don't care. Like you said, though, like you go in with your all. Like you love hard, so maybe love a little bit less.
No, we already discussed this. My thoughts on love and relationships are messed up because I watched too many episodes of Dawson's Creek and One Tree Hill.
Well, stop watching.
I don't even know the TV, so maybe there's the answer.
You watch too much TV. That's your problem. Like these are all Hollywood stories. Like, this ain't make believe.
Okay, I didn't have a mother and I didn't have a father. What else do you expect me to do?
Oh God, come on.
Oh, here we go with the. You know what?
Here we go again. Using that as an excuse.
Okay.
Here we go with the.
When are you gonna let it go, Donnie? You're basically Batman. I don't want to hear it.
Fuck! I had to learn from Chad Michael Murray.
That's what happens when you put all of these different zodiac signs in the room. You see what?
Chaos. This is really chaos. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm over dating, honestly.
Donovan, you're still my guy. Even though I disagree with you on this, but you're still my guy. But we need you to just take a deep breath, calm down. It's okay. You know what I mean?
Are you gaslighting him?
That's exactly what it is.
Is this what that is? I didn't know what gaslighting meant until now.
This is my last episode for a good while, so I'm going out with a bang.
Yes, you are. I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe, just find some new inspirations.
I do have a new inspiration. I just need to find some better
role models, maybe.
That's what I meant to say.
Like, your thing just based on TV show. I just need you to find something grounded more in reality. That's all I'm saying.
Well, please tell
me.
But
I don't want to leave.
And you don't want to what?
I don't want to leave my reality.
Okay.
But then you're gonna remain in the same situation. Then we're gonna
Adele,
keep
if you don't
doing.
drop it right now.
Yes, let's get the women's perspectives on
Yes.
dating other zodiac signs.
What? I'm just kidding. To me, it doesn't really matter. I don't really ask people for the zodiac sign, so I can care less, to be honest.
Okay.
But
What about you, man?
Me,
yeah,
I can no more with the. I can no more with the Leo. They love them too much.
Leos.
I can at least agree with that one.
I mean,
probably
Leos.
would not date a Leo.
Leo, they're like
At least.
Leos. They're the line. They're the alphas. So like they think everything revolves around them. So
You can't
it's
have
cool.
arguments with Leos where you're just trying to get your point across. They just want to be right. I'll be trying to just explain and be like, listen, I just feel this, and this. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Nah, because that's rooted in this, and this. This legit happened to me. I'm just like, it's not about winning. I just want you to get my point across to let you know why I feel this way. I mean, yeah, that's why you feel this way. Okay. Like, all right. It's just like...
David, last point, and I'm gonna be done picking with you out there. Do you have like any Leo in your chart? Because I'm kind of sensing the similar energy.
No, I believe it was the moon was Gemini and my rising and sun was Pisces, which I think was weird.
So Pisces, Gemini, Pisces.
Yeah.
All right.
Adele's restricting himself from starting another conversation.
I feel like I need a shower after this podcast.
You didn't take one before?
I did. I need another.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got enough out of this. We got enough out of this conversation. So, with that said, it's about that time we plug ourselves on the way out. So let everybody know where they can find you guys on social media, all that good stuff.
I don't want you to find me. Don't reach out. I'm not here. If you message me on Instagram, you will get my voicemail. Don't ask me how I did it.
You have an automated response.
It's just Kenny's not here.
All right. Yeah, no. What about you, Mali?
Me, it's on like on IG. It's like Mary, the slash of the 8, GDMN.
Got you. And also your email. I noticed that your email is Mary Good, like MARYGOOD. Like, is that like a nickname? Like, how did that come about?
Oh, like it's an old nickname from like high school, even
Gotcha.
before. So
From our party days.
Sorry.
He said from your party days. She ain't gonna give you nothing from that.
No, she's gonna keep that under lock and key. I respect it.
Yeah. I was hoping that a lot of other things would be left under lock and key, but some things got exposed. They see you, Donovan, but it's cool though. It's cool.
I'm not the one to be worried about. Your partners are the one that need to watch this.
Now I gotta do damage control. But hey, such as like that's why I have a PR background, so it's all good. But anyone is watching, like if you're watching out there, you know that I truly care about you and stuff like that. And every day that you heard, it's just content. You know,
is anybody else here the gaslighted?
I'm just speaking to
the low tone, the stern of the voices.
I will never have you out at a club with me, Dominic. You just fuck everything up. You could never be my wingman. Nothing. You're still any girl. Never mind. Sean, let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on any social media: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, through Black Dawn.
And also, if you need any advice from Sean, like please, like email him, book him for a consultation. He gives really good advice.
Proceed with caution. I will tell you the truth.
Now, Miss Cecilia, tell everybody where they can find you on social media, all that good stuff.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram me on Twitter too. That's my go-to at Aceci. So it's AYEECECI.
Okay. I like that. And Donovan, let everybody know where they can find you.
I don't like the way you present it.
I did that on purpose just to fuck with you because I knew you were gonna do that.
You can find my information down below.
I did that on purpose. David, you know you're my guy though. You my guy.
Yeah.
You hold it down the Out of Balance podcast, all that good shit. Like we have our conversation. This is all just all jokes, you know. And I hope that over the course of time, after you had the opportunity to watch this episode back, you could kind of understand that. All right, like it's just content.
That Libras are more toxic than I thought coming into this.
If anything that you gathered from watching this podcast and what us talking about our, astrology signs, you could probably make your own decisions based off of what just happened.
Now I gotta ask every girl if she's a Libra or not before I even talk.
But also, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the TUC Talk podcast. Let us know your thoughts on Zodiac sign. Let us know also, specifically, especially in the case of me, Cecilia, your thoughts on Libras. Like, do you get along with them? If you don't get along with them, I would like to know why, and hopefully I can help you out as far as like helping you understand why you might be wrong in your perspective of it. With that said, this has been TUC Talk. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll catch you as always same time every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next week, stay safe, be blessed, and hopefully at the end of this, after you see this episode throughout the rest of the week, at least within the 8, 9 to 10 range in terms of your mental check-in. All right, so stay blessed, everyone, and we'll catch you guys again very soon. Peace out.